So the developers have confirmed when the next update is going to be tomorrow at 5 PM EST. So that's about 10 o'clock for me. So normally the update's about 3 PM EST. So that would be 8 o'clock for me. So it's 2 hours after they normally release. I suspect this might have to do with the fact that Christmas is coming up really soon. And this time is like, I think the best time for when people get back to school and the developers want to maximize the income that they get from people. 5 PM EST, that is about school leaving time in America, I believe. I think Americans are still at school. I left a long time, well, I left uni a long time ago, but that's probably the reason why it's so late. For us Europeans and Asians, yeah, sorry sorry us people. We have to suffer with what the Americans want, I guess, I'm sorry. The developers have probably looked at their stats and said, right, 5 PM EST, the best time to release, because that's so late that I don't think developers can easily fix something if something does go wrong, and that's the reason why they've not normally had a Friday update. But this is going to be a Friday update, the 20th. That being said though, those do not have that much until Christmas. I mean, I don't know if the Americans have federal holidays for the 24th. I think we do, but they only have like literally 1 day to fix anything that goes wrong on the 23rd. So the developers better hope that this is smooth running for the update, otherwise things will go wrong. People will complain over the weekend, like the last weekend before Christmas. Also, the reason why that the previous update was on a Monday was because of the Roblox event winter showcase thing. That was releasing on the Tuesday, so the developers had to release that on the Monday. They could have released it in parts. I said that the developers should have released it in parts, so they should release the event on Monday and then say admin mode on Wednesday. But the developers just did it all on Monday, I guess, so that they can get the revenue from the Roblox players on Tuesday. It's whatever, it's what the developers want. Anyways, that's not the main point. We have the Frost Mortar coming out as a mission quest. The developers did mention it before. It's going to be a mission quest. We don't know what the mission quest is going to be. It's not been released yet. I suspect it's going to be something really hard. Just so that's the people who do have it from the Frost crate that they got previously, because they beat it the week afterwards, can gloat in the people's faces. I mean, I don't really mind. I'm probably going to pay for it. So it's 599 Robux, or I'd assume it's going to be 599 Robux. It might be 499. Given that previous skins have gotten up to 599, it probably will be for this. I think, as mentioned before, would be surprised that if this was going to be a event skin only, I think it might become a permanent skin. There is a chance, based on the fact that it has a legendary rarity. By permanent, I mean it's for the first week that this is going to be in the game, the mission quest. It's going to be a quest that appears all of the time in the quests. So in missions, there's normally 3. If the developers add a 4th for a new mission quest for that day or that week, it would be here, and there will still be 3 random ones so that people who already have it can get another one if they don't have it. I think the objectives are going to be really hard for this one. I'd probably be box standard rewards like 1,500 coins, 300 DXP, blah blah blah. If you already have the Frost Mortar from the Frost crates, you don't need to get the mission quests. In fact, you won't be able to get the mission quests. I guess you're missing out on 250 coins that you would have earned and 300 XP. Who cares? People only get it for the skin in the first place. So again, I suspect it will probably be permanent for a week, and then after that it will come in rotation. Again, I suspect it will probably be permanent, as in after this event is over, you still be able to get the Frost Mortar skin in mission quests. Again, because of the fact that it's a legendary rarity, not an event rarity. But that's speculation. It could well be the case that it's only for this event only, and it will go off sale, I don't know, in like January. Also, with this update, the Sledger rework. Now, here, it was going to be the Sledger Game Pass, but actually, now, there's going to be a Sledger rework confirmed. And I don't think there's going to be a new model. It doesn't look like there's a new model. I think the Sledger does look the same. Now, here, it tests out the new Aftershock ability. This is probably the level 5 Sledger, and as you can see, 112, 23. So it does look like there's an ability, a freezing ability, the Aftershock ability, where it deals 23 damage. Now, this is the slow boss, so it does have defense, but it does seem like it's attacking it quite fast. But additionally, it looks like this angle here, it looks like it's an area. So instead of having a max hits, it now looks like there's going to be an area. And also, I think the Sledger's range is slightly bigger. Now, it does look like the case that it might not be a hitbox tower. It might just be a area effect tower, so it just smashes the floor and anything in this area is affected. We'll have to see. Also, apparently this is a passive ability. Don't know if we'll get an actual ability later on. By the way, as of currently right now, it's 115 damage. Here in the video, it has 112. That's with the slow boss, which has defense, so it will probably be higher. So, and I assume this is the max level Sledger. I think it is the max level Sledger. Yes, it is the max level Sledger. So yes, there is going to be definitely a damage buff in this update. Not so sure about a frozen buff update. If the enemy's frozen, does it look like it deals damage? When the enemy's frozen, I can't see if the Sledger does deal more damage to it because it unfreezes. So perhaps I think the freezing effect may be reduced for more damage and a aftershock passive ability which damages it. Interesting take. I think that's a better idea for the Sledger because I think we have too many freezing towers. If you ask me, there's too many freezing towers in the game. We have like what? In just event towers alone, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then that's not even including the 6 we have in the freezer. So if you ask me, I think the Sledger should become more of a melee damage tower instead of a actual freezing tower, just with the freezing on the side. Not like one of the best freezing towers that you can get, but something you can get for DPS. But yes, as developers mentioned here, or as Below Natural mentioned here, the Sledger Game Pass will return. If you ask me, it'll probably be quite expensive. Last time it was on sale, it was for 649 Robux. If you ask me, it might be 699 or maybe even 799. This is Christmas. Developers have to make their bank somehow. This being the last weekend before Christmas, do you think the developers might do a sale? Perhaps it should be its own video, or perhaps I should explain it here. But in the past, they've normally had Christmas sales. So Christmas 2019, there's been a sale of Crook Bosses, Turrets, Mortar, DJ Booth. In 2020, there's been a sale of nearly the same thing. 2021, there wasn't a sale, but that's because there was a Solar Eclipse update currently going on. And even then, the Toxic Gunner came on sale, so 2022, there was actually a sale. And 2023, there was a mini sale. The Elf Camp returned. Now, with this confirmation that the Sledger will return, I think this is going to be the Christmas sale. I don't think anything else is going to return. It probably will be similar to 2023. They only put one Game Pass back on sale. People have asked for the other towers, so the Elf Camp and the Arch towers. Will they get reworked? Archer, probably not. It needs to be reworked again. And the Elf Camp, it was last year's sale. I don't think it will return this year. The Sledger will probably be the only one. Then again, it could be a sale for the Sledger tomorrow, or yeah, tomorrow. And then a actual sale on Christmas Day. We'll have to see, because this one was on Christmas Day, and putting things on sale isn't that difficult for the developers, because it's Below Natural could just do it on his laptop for like 2 seconds and as family dinner or whatever. Now, will this weekend have the Battle Pass boost that was common in the Halloween event? I don't know. Probably so, because I think the developers might want to increase their player numbers over Christmas, and to entice people, they just do that on the weekends to boost player numbers. That being said, though, we do have 8 weeks, and the developers did recently just reduce the amount of bells that you get in the game, so you never know if developers will do the Battle Pass boost, because they have to manually do it. It's not an automatic thing. It's not like the double EXP that's seen on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The developers have to manually code for it, and they have to update the version number for it. Additionally, for the Winter Spotlight thing, that's actually lasting until January 2nd, so you actually have plenty of time to get the Elite badge and the normal badge here. That being said, though, the Elite token is really hard to get. Only 19,000 people have gotten it. Tokens don't actually give you much in Tower Defense Simulator. In fact, if you probably waste more time getting the Elite token than not getting it. So if you already have it, there's no need to get it again. But the fact that only 19,000 people have gotten it shows how hard it is. But yes, Friday updates are returning for this week only. Probably in the future as well if new circumstances arise, but for this week only, they're returned.